Black people are the main ones. What are you talking about? Y'all are the main ones who do all the hating.
But I'll be on it always, always and
Hey babies, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see by the title, we are on Girls Talk episode 2, and yes, I did decide to make this a series. I see that you guys love when I blabber at the mouth, and I just give you guys a chance to get to know me, and I can obviously get to know you guys down in the comments. So before we get started, if you guys want me to talk about anything, I'm open to almost anything to talk about, almost. But just leave some comments down below, and let's just jump right into it. And what would girl talk be without our wine? Okay, period. Y'all know I got my wine, and I hope you guys got your snacks and your wine and your juice too as well. And guys, look, we got a new cup. It's definitely giving fall, and I think this one is so much prettier than my other cup that I use. So, cheers to us. Disclaimer: if you hear any noise in the background, that is my neighbors. So please bear with me as I bear with myself. Okay, but moving on, jumping right into it. As you can tell by the title, yes, I said black women are colorist. Yes, I said it. And the reason why I want to get into this topic, because I see a lot of controversy on TikTok, and just as a black woman myself, it's very sensitive topic to bring up and talk about just because of what my people has been through throughout many years and even now. But I specifically double down on black women because it's always been a battle between the lighter end of the spectrum and the darker end of the spectrum when it comes to black women. Overall, black women, no matter what shade you are, no matter if you're the lightest or the darkest, you are beautiful. Period. Let's just get that out the way. You are beautiful. Period. No matter what anybody says, you are beautiful. You are the definition of beautiful. Don't ever forget it. Dark skin, black women. You guys can be bullies. Okay? You guys can be bullies. And I totally understand as a black woman in general how the world treats you, let alone how your own people treat you. When I was growing up in school, I would probably say middle school and high school, the black little boys in school used to bully, used to bully other black boys that might be dark skinned and black women who are dark skinned. Used to call them all types of names, monkeys, make fun of them, call them charcoal, ugly. And I honestly think that's part of the reason why black women are so angry, are so upset. Okay? Because it started young, let alone in school, the household. Black people growing up, we get bullied at home by our own family. So I understand the level of frustration that dark skinned black women have just because it starts at home, it starts young, let alone outside, other nationality, other races being, colorist and racist as well, you know? And I feel like black women don't take the time to see where's the rooted problem at on why they take their anger out so much on other women or maybe lighter skin tone women. It's insecurities from younger childhood trauma. It's trauma. Like, it's trauma being a black girl. Okay, no, I'm not the darkest, but trust me, when I was in school, people used to think just because I'm not lighter that my hair can't be long. I don't have hair. Literally, I got told, "Oh, that's your red hair." Yes. Oh, I'm surprised. Usually, lighter skin tone women have longer hair. What? So I definitely understand the controversy when it comes to this topic. And it saddens me and it hurts me, going online and black women feeling the need darker skin tone black women feeling the need to always nitpick or always throw around colorist in the situation when that has nothing to do with anything. It really makes me frustrated because that's nothing to play with. And the fact that dark skinned black women always try and come up with that to be the exact excuse is beyond me. Literally. And I'm going to show you guys some examples. I'm going to show you guys some examples of what I'm talking about, of dark skinned black women being so upset and always going after the colorist thing, try and make the other party feel bad, or, probably just, that's their revenge. That's them being angry. It's not right. And I'm not saying nobody else is wrong. I'm just strictly telling you guys what you are wrong about. And you are wrong for continuously throwing colorism around when nobody is being colorist to you. Period. We finna roll the clips one at a time. I believe I have 3 clips of what I'm talking about. And then we're just gonna dive deeper into that. So our first example is going to be about Love Island season 7. Now, if you have not been watching, or if you have not watched Love Island season 7, I'm going to give a very, very, very quick breakdown of what I'm going to be talking about. So it was this girl named Amaya. She is Dominican. She's a Latino woman, and she did not really find a match in the villa until literally probably like the last week of them being on the show. And the dudes in the villa really did not find, her attractive, not because she's not pretty, maybe because they didn't like her personality, or maybe to me, I feel like she did too much. But yeah, so, and then there was 2 darker skin tone black women, one named Alandria and then one named Shelly. So I'm gonna play you guys this clip, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna discuss it.
I saw a video where someone said the reason the guys aren't going after Amaya is because she's not conventionally attractive. You're telling me a light-skinned, green-eyed bitch with curly hair is not conventionally attractive? Like, that's not what every man is pining over all the time. You're telling me that's unconventional.
Okay, so as you can see by that clip, that was a black woman saying how she didn't understand that the guys in the villa did not find Amaya conventionally attractive because of her outer appearance, her looks, or what we've known in the black community as black women that black men usually go for. And I honestly inserted this clip because I was honestly confused if black women as a whole, if we are in, cahoots, if we are applying and we are celebrating darker skin tone women like Olandria and Shelly that was on the show Love Island for getting the love that they deserved, for getting recognized for their beauty, just overall personality and appearance. I don't understand why the guys not finding Amaya attractive is an issue. That's what I don't understand. If darker skinned black women, if you guys are, marching and banding, for darker skin tone women to get the love to get the recognition that they deserve, why does the man not find Amaya attractive matter? It shouldn't matter. And I don't think that they did not find her attractive because of her looks. She's a beautiful girl. She just was not attractive on the inside. If we are in the era of black women, darker skin tone black women to be exact, finally getting recognized, again, the recognition for being beautiful, Amaya not finding a match in that villa because of her, not how she looked, but because of her, should not have been brought up. It should not have even been talked about. That brown skin tone woman to say that, every black man on this earth walking, dead or alive, does not find lighter skin tone or even another nationality of women attractive. And that's what I mean by the insecurities. I don't know if she was trying to be funny. If Shelly and Alandria was getting the recognition that they deserve on that show from the public, black or not, why does the guys not finding Amaya attractive mattered. Can someone explain that to me? Why does it matter? They didn't find her attractive. She didn't find a match. And it's not because she wasn't pretty. I think it was because on the inside, like it is for everybody, the inside. It's not appearance, it's the inside. Period. So we're going to go into my next example. This example, if you do not watch, or if you have watched The Real Housewives of Potomac, this was, I don't know what reunion this was, but this is when Candace, Giselle, was going back and forth on the stage, on the couch, about Giselle and Candace's husband meeting at a hotel to discuss issues or whatever the case may be. That needed to say you thought that was a problem. It really wasn't a problem. But we're going to play this clip so you guys can see exactly where I'm going with this.
You are a garbage individual. You have no soul. Thanks, Candace. The fact that you will sit up here and act as if you are the victim, you are the reason that women cannot come forward with sexual assault and sexual misconduct allegations. Because you sit up here with your privileged, white-looking ass and you think you can say whatever the you want to say and no one is going to bat an eyelash.
If anybody isn't shocked by that clip, then we have a problem. When I tell y'all, when me and my mama watched that, I was so upset at Candace. Like, I am still appalled by looking at that clip. And if you don't know who Candace is a cast member or former cast member of Real Housewives of Potomac. She is a darker, browner skin tone black woman whose husband is a Caucasian man, and she just had a baby with him as well. So that's a little bit about her. And Giselle, she is a black woman who appearance as a black woman she's lighter skin tone, and I think she has like greenish eyes. And yeah, just by listening to that clip, that made me furious, especially because nobody on the couch, and all of them are black women, nobody on the couch stood up for Giselle in that moment. That was a black woman throwing colorism at another black woman. And the fact about it is, she didn't even have to say all that. Where did all of that come from? If they're talking about the situation about her husband or whatever was going on, why did Candace say that? Now, if you watch the show, I never thought that Giselle felt like she was privileged because she is a lighter skin tone black woman. To say that's not what we're talking about we're not talking about the show. I'm just using it as an example of how mean and angry, I'm gonna say angry because it's the truth, angry and upset darker or browner skin black women is with lighter skin tone women. And that was just uncalled for. And the fact that Candace gets a pass for saying what she said is beyond me. It's ridiculous. I don't know what issues she particularly has with lighter skin tone black women, but as you can hear from that clip, she has some issues that needs to be worked out. Is something wrong there? Especially if she feels that way about Giselle, how does she feel about her husband? Her husband is a white man. He is a Caucasian man. Sit up here and to say Giselle thinks she is white privileged when you're married to the white privilege is kind of crazy to me, don't you think? Giselle never gave this woman a reason to throw those types of things at her. Candace is an example of how mean and angry and bullies darker skin tone black women can be, unprovoked. That was unprovoked. And it went unlooked. I am disappointed by the cast, by the show. To continue to let that woman be on the show after she said that is ridiculous. But if it was a lighter, browner skin type woman who said that to that lady unprovoked, she would have been done. She would have been out of there. Immediately. She would have been taken off that couch. Done. It's crazy to me. And the fact that it's so many black women who agree with what Candace said for coming at another black woman like that, don't matter how she looked. That was wrong. And I'm sick and tired of it. That was wrong and uncalled for. That is an example of black women throwing around colorism for no reason. Period. And we're going to get into another example right now. Watch the clip. Roll the clip.
I think that
you had a pass for some reason that other women didn't.
There was no pass.
Oh, the Brown Girls Club. I think that was the pass.
Oh, is that where we're going?
No.
Yes.
Where Aisha's not brown enough. I'm actually too light. Yeah.
Is that what
comments.
this is, y'all?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Because you did say that there was this brown girl club.
Yes, the brown
Which I
girl
gotta say, as a brown girl, that made me really sad.
Yes.
We have enough problems as black women.
Exactly.
Why did you feel the need to separate yourselves in the brown girl club?
Okay,
Why was that necessary?
What we're not going to do is we're not going to say we separate ourselves in a brown girl squad.
But y'all did that the whole time. But y'all did that the whole time.
We're not going to
Instagram page for Brown Girl Squad.
It sounds like
You do foul to us, and you act like you innocent, like you don't take accountability.
no one can speak to our friendship. I didn't know anyone the first night I was there. I was not trying to grow in friendship with women during this process. And we took a photo at the third deliberation. We saw the picture and we were like, oh my God, hey Melanin, like skin popping. And I yelled out, Brown Girl Squad, it's not to disclude anybody. But
it does, though.
No, it does not. Because first of all, we're all brown.
Can Sabrina be a part of the brown girl squad?
Did you just hear Sabrina curse me out? Sabrina can't be my friend if she's cursing me out.
You've been treating me like trash from beginning. Oh.
So if you don't know where that clip is from, that is from the dating show Ready to Love. I know that was on OWN. I think that network owned by Oprah, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I'm not sure if a lot of people have watched that before. I used to watch. I don't know if they come out with any new episodes. But yes, so as you can hear from the clip, there was two groups of girls. Obviously, they were divided because of some issues pertaining to the brown girl squad, okay? So I believe there was 2 or 3 darker skin tone black women, and then there was lighter skin tone black women, and the lighter skin tone black women felt offended because the darker skin tone black women excluded them from the brown girl squad, and their feelings are valid. The lighter skin tone women feelings are valid. Why were they excluded from this brown girl squad? Why was there even a brown girl squad anyway if all black women are beautiful? If all shades of black women are beautiful, why are we dividing ourselves? That was mean. That was a mean girl thing to do. And to not acknowledge those lighter skin tone, brown black women feelings is mean. They felt offended. And the issue wasn't about having a brown girl squad. The issue was the being excluded from the brown girl squad and being mean. And the browner, dark skin tone women who did not take accountability for how they may have came off. I seen some people in the comments that was saying, oh, if they came up with a light skinned girl group, everybody would be up in arms. That's not true. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's not true. And they didn't. We're talking about the people who did. That's not true. They would have still got fire, more fire, 10 times fire up under their A if they would have did that. They didn't. The darker skin tone women did. So why can't we keep it on them? Because they're in the wrong for excluding other black women out of some brown girl squad. It's wrong. I am tired of you guys not taking accountability for the things that you do that offends people when they have not done nothing to you. They didn't hurt you. They didn't come at you sideways. So why are they getting this backlash? What did they do? They can't change the way they was born. Because we are in an era of darker skin tone black women finally getting the recognition that they deserve. You guys, this movement can be kind of negative because darker skin tone women make everything about them. Everything is about you guys and nothing about nobody else. Everybody else is excluded. And then in the same sense, you guys want to be a walking contradiction. You guys want to be hypocrites. Stop. Why can't all black women be beautiful? Why can't all shades of black women be beautiful? And you can't say that they're not. The world loves black women. The only people who don't like black women, who don't love or show their love for black women, is black people. Everybody always preaching about this girls, and black people need to love each other, and black people need to stop hating, but black people are the main ones. What are you talking about? Y'all are the main ones who do all the hating. Literally. And this just stems from what I said in the beginning. This runs deep than just our ancestors. This runs deep. But the problem is never going to be fixed if you don't fix yourself. I don't get it. Fix yourself. Black people always want to talk about, oh, black people don't like therapy. Okay, well, are you going to therapy? Are you going to a therapist? Are you trying to get your insecurities? Are you trying to get yourself together mentally? And that's just, and these examples that I showed, that's just few of many. But yeah, I am tired of this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Our black people as a whole already have enough issues. And y'all are sitting up here arguing every day on TikTok, every day on social media about the same stuff that don't effing matter. It don't matter. Get it together. Get it together. Because y'all are not being good examples for the generations that's here now. Forget about what's to come. What about today? Get it together. Period. We're going to move on to the next topic, but we're going to take a sip of wine. And if y'all have anything that y'all like to say about this whole black women colorism thing, please leave y'all comments down below because I would really want to hear what you guys have to say. I really do. Everybody, anybody, let me know. Okay? Cheers to that, all right? Period. Cheers. And I am loving my makeup look. Y'all, I did a quick intervention. I did a cute little TikTok of my fall makeup, and I am really loving it. So I'm gonna leave the products down below just in case, anybody want to purchase, get this look. So yeah. Okay, so the next topic that I want to jump into, and this topic was inspired by Pop the Balloon. It's on YouTube. It's like a speed dating show. If you don't know, it's by Arlette. And it's for black women, black men to find, a match, a dating match, okay? And one of the things on there that kind of confuses me is when people say, are you spiritual? Okay, because obviously black people, we're Christians. And that kind of confuses me because what do you mean by that? What do you mean spiritual? Are you spiritual? Like, let's say if it's a guy and it's the lineup of the girls and it's a guy who's looking for a God-fearing woman who's spiritual, probably may not be in, like, may not have a certain religion that they might go by, or may not, go to church, but, spiritual. Or like he say, oh, I want a woman, who is a God-fearing woman who, goes to church, woo, and then one of the girls be like, oh, I'm spiritual, I have a relationship with God and I don't really go to church, or whatever the case may be. They usually say I got a relationship with God and I'm spiritual, and I just be looking like to my mama, because me and my mama watch it together, and I'm just like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, what are you talking about? What is spiritual? So we're going to look at the definition of what does it mean to be spiritual. Okay, we're going to read it together. So we both, if anybody else is confused out there, so we both won't be confused. Okay, so I have Google up, and it says, to be spiritual generally means to seek and experience a sense of connection with something greater than oneself, such as a higher power in nature or the universe, often involving a search for meaning, purpose, and a deeper understanding of life beyond material world. Okay, so that's what Google says spiritual mean, being spiritual. And I can't talk about people who say they're strictly spiritual because I don't call myself that. I strictly believe in God. I strictly believe in Jesus Christ. But to the people who say they believe in God or who believes in Jesus Christ and who goes to church, typically people go to church on Sunday. I go to church on Saturday, but I think people be getting it misconstrued because of these new words. When I think of somebody saying they're spiritual, I'm thinking of somebody who's saying they mess with crystals and tarot cards and all of that demonic and witchcraft stuff. I don't fool with people like that. I'm not spiritual. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And people who say they're Christians, who be believing in all this tarot cards and zodiac signs and witchcraft and crystals and sage and candles, what are you talking about? You don't need none of that. You don't need none of that to get to God, honey. Okay? All you need is that good Bible. All you need is that Bible, hon. That King James version. That's all you need. Crystal, sage, rocks, and all that ain't getting you nowhere close to God. You don't even know him if you doing all that. Let's get into it. I am so tired of hearing that. I am so tired. That gets on my nerves when I hear that because you confusing me. Like, do you believe in God or not? And I don't like those type of women because just because that's what his preference is, and if you don't believe in God, then that's just what it is. Let him be with somebody who do. Don't be trying to go around a question. I don't like that. Just say what you mean and mean what you say. Period. Stand on it. But yeah, y'all, I don't like that. Like, stop doing that. And I understand some people who may say that maybe they're trying to find their way, but people who just be saying and doing anything, girl, stop. Okay, you ain't fooling nobody. Don't be playing around. But yeah, that's all I gotta say on that topic because that right there grinds my gears. That gets on my nerves. I can't stand that. So I just had to let that be known. Don't come around me saying that. Don't come around me saying that. I do not like people who say that. I don't like people who say most high, they manifesting. What do you mean manifesting? Babe, I pray over here. I pray. I don't know nothing about no manifest. I don't know what y'all talking about. And I did ask my mom that. What do they keep on talking about that? And it's because I guess there's a verse in the Bible of God saying something about manifesting, but they took it out of context. He never said replace manifesting and the most high and all that bull with him. Like, it's just like real weird out here nowadays, but yeah. I don't got nothing to say about all that. Don't come around me all that. I don't believe in all that. Okay? I'm old school over here. Period. We are gonna take a sip of wine because you guys made it to the end of the video. Cheers to that. We went through a lot, so I know you guys need to take a sip of something, okay? And that wraps up our Girls Talk episode 2. If you guys made it all the way to the end, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. I love my black women out there. I really, really hope you guys took the time out and soak in what I was saying. There is no bad intentions to this video. And thank you guys for watching. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.